It's the second day of EP India 2018. Our bigger, its biggest, and here we are. When we talk about Make in India and how the components market has been growing in India, there's a name which has come alongside a long way. It's snowballing and it's getting bigger. Saison Components. Yes, we are with a veteran of Saison Components, Mr. Puneet Shukla. So let's hear from him that what this time they have brought at EP India 2018.
Yeah, actually, Saison is not a very old company. I'm in the industry from last 30 years, but Saison is only 6.5 years old company. But within this 6.5 years, we have around 40 plus companies from US, UK, Canada, Taiwan, China, and Korea. So we have initially started with Korea. Now we have some. We work with only very reputed brand of China, not with everybody. We have specific selection criteria. We don't go with the test report. We don't go with the quality of products by any specific documents. Our interest is to understand about the company. Normally what we do when we sign agreement with the company, we go through the infrastructure, how big is the company and their working style, their people, their manpower. So these are our criteria to understand. What we feel if people are good, company process is good, then quality should not be any doubt. So this is way out. And we are successful of having around some good lines, very good lines. We have started with zero and we have done more than $20 million business in India. This year we are doing good, and next year we are targeting around double of our business. So, any questions than this, you can talk to me, please.
So the industry of India and like the global industries alike, it's moving with the IoT technology, sensor technology. So what major components in respective to Indian market do you see is in demand today?
See, if you talk about IoT, I don't think it is a new. It is nothing more than RF technology. So RF is available from long time. See, it was not exactly in use publicly, but now people are talking about everything remote. So this technology is popular. When you talk about components, not much changes in components, but RF component use is increased. Earlier people were talking about RF only in some smart metering, or you talk about some defense space products only. But today it is in home also. When introduced in home, office and everywhere, then name is changed. People are talking about IoT. See, this is my definitions. I am not talking about what is the full form of IoT or anything else. I am just talking about technology, what I understand with my experience, with my knowledge. Yeah.
There are major more competitors which are being emerging in the Indian market because of the electronics demand what has been seen because of the consumer electronics part. So how you keep yourself out of the curve in this competition?
See, competition, either you talk about less player or much player. See, actually totally depends on demand and supply. See, if demand is increasing, supply should also increase. So when supply has to increase, people will come, people will enter here. So competition will be there, but competition cannot be go beyond any limits. Means there is a limit of competition. You can cut the prices up to a limit only. Now customer is getting benefit because no supplier can cheat them. They cannot talk about very high margins and take benefit of monopolist. So it is good for market. People who are working with honest policies will survive and do much better than earlier. This is my feeling.
Understand the business model of Saison, like the demand can just vary from a bulk of components to a single components. So how you just strategize your go-to market strategies with that?
First, if you want to understand about Saison, what are exactly Saison? Saison is different than all other distributors available in the market. We have a very economical model. Why it is economical? Because we directly connect vendor with customer. We are the channel to support them. We are just like an extended arm of our vendors. We help them in introducing to customer, getting technical questions, solving at our end. If not possible, then communicate to vendors, take help of their experts, then inquiry, negotiation, all commercial and technical parts we take care. When the time comes for ordering, this directly goes to vendor, and vendor directly supplied to customer. So both are clear. It's not overcharge. Vendor is very clear that what price they are quoting, customer is getting. Customer is very clear. Nobody, no third party is taking advantage or charging high from us. So this is model of Saison. In most of the cases, people go through the distributors. So distributors have their own right because they keep stock, so they charge sometimes high also. So always situation out of doubt is there between vendor and customer. Again, I'm saying this is my feeling, this is my views. I may be right, I may be wrong, but our model is very successful in last years. We are not on a risk, and vendors are also dependent on us, and we guide them properly. So
And another question that to understand, because of the changing landscapes, the design engineers maybe, and how the evolution is happening of digital transformation, what they have quoted today in the industry 4.0. So how you think is it very difficult for companies like Saison to just cope up with them, or like how do you streamline, how you strategize that so that your customers get an easy avail to the components or the products they are just looking forward to?
I don't find it is difficult for Saison because Saison have always we hire qualified people who are engineers in selected fields, electronic or mechanicals. It depends on the products of customer basis. So we don't see any problem because our team is of young engineers and experienced person like me, because I may be the one of the most experienced person in component industry. Maybe if you talk about maybe 20, 30 or 50 people may be there of my age range in this industry. So Saison will never face problem. We have good engineers, they help support our vendors. Regarding competition, again competition is not a big issue because we are not working with very high margins. We believe on volumes, we believe on services, we believe on quality customers. We are not running behind all customers who talk about any type of credits, any type of supports from vendors. So we work with niche market and selected customers.
Lastly, to conclude, what was your expectation from EP India 2018 and how it has come through this in 2 days journey?
See, EP India is always a very good platform, and from last 6, 7 years with my company Saison, and before that, when I was working with different companies, we have participated several times with the EP India name or other names. They have people, good people are behind this group, and they are doing very well. And number of visitors are good, quality of visitor is good. So we get regular inquiries, customers, and more more our publicity of our company. So it helps in marketing. I'm not talking about business here, because it is a platform for recognition. So people visit here and understand. We have participated in other exhibitions also, but those are not like EP India. Yes. Yeah.
That was Mr. Puneet Shukla talking about how evolution of IoT has happened, which is now named as RF also, and what are the business strategies and how they are just evolving in this Indian market and very different strategies. Thanks for watching this. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.